Yo, and hello everybody, Mike here, baseball collector, coming to you from my office today because I wanted to clarify something real quick, and it's very interesting to watch comments on. We had a Chasing Cardboard video come out yesterday where Ty and I had gone a couple of months ago to look at a collection in Amarillo, and there was a Babe Ruth autograph in there. And the first thing I want to tell everybody is it's not people that know me that are making these comments. They're just random people. So I probably shouldn't care what they say. But I think maybe some people that do know me might be asking some questions, even to themselves. They may not put it in the form of a comment, but I wanted to give some clarity on what happened. It's kind of funny because the video that you guys watch is 37 minutes long. And I'll put a link down if you haven't seen it yet to the Chasing Cardboard episode. Certainly go watch it. I'd love to get feedback from you on what you thought when you watched it, and if this makes sense, what I'm about to tell you, what actually happened. And so, but it's 37 minutes long. We were there the better part of an entire day. So if we're there 10 hours, you guys see 37 minutes of it. So a lot of stuff happens that never even gets shown in the episode. And so we condense it down to a consumable format, but there's so much that goes on behind the scenes. Phone calls that are being made, discussions that are being had with the card owner, the people involved, people that we've gotten on the phone to ask their opinions on different things. And so in regards to the Babe Ruth autograph, my initial thought when I looked at it, and you see this in the video, is I thought it was good. I called Frank, who also thought it was good. And I trust Frank better than I trust myself, for darn sure. His expertise and knowledge on Hall of Fame autographs is, to me, as good as anyone that's out there. And so I really rely on him a lot when I'm not sure on something or have a little bit of a question. Even if I am sure, I want to get a second opinion from him just to get clarification that I'm thinking along the correct lines. So that was the initial thought. Then, and I had sent him pictures and we FaceTimed and all that. And we talked off camera as well. So he sent it to someone else. Someone very, very reputable in this space. And his response was, yeah, I think it's an obvious forgery, was his response. And I'm not going to disclose who that was, but let me tell you, he would know, or at least we thought he would know. And so he rendered his opinion, which then made Frank and I second guess ourselves, like maybe we're off base here or whatever. And so ultimately we decided to send it in. Backing up, that was not part of the deal that we made in the show for all the other stuff. All of the autographs were completely separate, and I don't think that was clarified very well in the episode, but because we're getting a lot of questions about that on the episode, that was a separate deal. That was not included in the purchase of all the other stuff. And so, okay, sorry, got a phone call. Where was I? So that wasn't included in the original deal, or the deal that was made. So we said, look, we'll send this one and several others. We sent in a Hank Greenberg, a Goose Goslin, and a, who else did we send in? Doesn't matter. We sent in 4. They all came back real. And the story made sense. And I said that a couple of times in the video, that the provenance that they had, the letter from the dad, all of these different things totally made sense in terms of, yeah, that makes sense. Somebody even did the research. The Tigers were the team in Lakeland, Florida that did spring training. And again, I'm using his research, not my own. I didn't look this up myself, and Ruth, so this happened like 1935, 1936. Ruth's last year was 1935. We discussed all this there, that you don't see it in the episode. So it makes sense that Ruth would have signed it. It was all on the same paper. It was all done kind of from the same notebook. had a picture of his dad with Hank Greenberg in that time frame. And so it was like, yeah, this feels like a great story. Why would you fake a Ruth on the original paper? And, but still we had this one source telling us obvious forgery. And so that's why you see us not make an offer on it, not offer to buy it or anything. And so we ended up sending it in. It came back real from PSA, or slabbed from PSA. They, in their opinion, it's real. And that coincides with the story, Frank and I's initial opinion of the autograph, and it jives with everything else. So when you see the pause in the middle of, I don't know what it is, or I don't know if it's real, it was because of that other source that had told us obvious forgery. So that being said, what we have decided to do is sell that Ruth autograph and the other autographs on the behalf of the owner. And so we never bought it. That was not on the table really until we got it authenticated. And now that it's back, we'll see who wants it and how much it goes for and all that kind of stuff. And that's the deal. So hopefully a lot more clarity on that episode and that particular item, because there in the comments on that video is significant questions. And again, it's hard to put every little detail in an episode. We're trying to show this, or we're trying to show this when it's this. It's a lot of stuff that we film and cover and talk about in an episode. We only show very little of that at the end of the day. And so I thought some clarification was necessary, and give you guys some more insight as to what happens behind the scenes. There's a lot that happens in a day of shooting for Chasing Cardboard. So that's it, guys. Hope you have a great day. We'll talk to you soon. Keep collecting.